This video is longer than usual, but I wanted to give you guys good details. Hey YouTube, it's your girl Rachel, and I am coming by with my 2-week update from having my tummy tuck slash liposuction surgery. A lot has changed from the last video, which I recorded 5 days after surgery. So let's just get into it. Nobody really asked me any questions, so I'll just give you my experiences and what I am doing now. It's actually 16 days post surgery. I no longer take pain medicine. I do take Tylenol towards the end of the day because I get really tight and swollen. I walk a little bit hunched over towards the end of my day because I've been up and doing a whole bunch of things, and of course I am still in the healing process. I saw my doctor on Thursday, well, surgeon. I saw the surgeon on Thursday. He removed the stitches from my belly button, and I had noticed that my belly button was it felt like it was pulling a little bit, but it was the stitches because I was able to stand more straight up and down. I'm not 100% straight up and down. I say I'm probably about 90% straight up and down. I don't want to rush that. I mean, because it feels uncomfortable because your girl is tight than a mug. So yeah, I am cleared to go back to work. I will be going back to work on Monday. If I am uncomfortable at work as far as feeling tired or anything like that, I have it worked out with my supervisor that I can leave a few hours early for, because I'm still in the recovery mode. No worries at work. I have an office job. You guys pretty much should know what I do by now, or maybe not. So no worries in that avenue. I'm driving. I've been driving back and forth since the day after my birthday, so that was June 11th. Been driving back and forth. At first it was a little weird, but I'm back in the swing of things. I'm moving around freely. Everything doesn't come as easy as it was, of course, because I had surgery, but I'm moving around freely. I've cleaned, cooked, done all those things. I've walked Bella, so I'm definitely getting back into the swing of things. The doctor told me that basically just gradually start doing everything that I used to do, and you know your body. If your body is hurting or you feel something, then you might need to slow it down and stop. So pretty much that's what he said, and I don't go back to see him for another 2 months, so I won't see the doctor until August. He said my stomach, everything looks good. I'm swollen still, of course, because the body is still healing, and I can get swelling off and on for the next 6 months. He said my incision looks good, my belly button looks good, like everything looks good. He's very, very pleased, and I am too. I'm very, 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 very pleased. I will pop some pictures in of before and after, just some other pictures of before and basically now, so you know what I look like now. You can't really tell the swelling areas. I will say, like, for me, it's still hard, which means it's swollen, and like the pubic area, I'm not trying to gross anybody out, or is a little poofed. Right now I can fit all of my clothes. They fit differently, of course, because my stomach is flat, but I can fit all of my clothes. Surprisingly, I was able to put my jeans on because I know I've read and heard stories that you're so swollen that you cannot put your old clothes back on for a while, and that's a bit depressing for some ladies. But I'm excited that that's not me, so I'm happy that I don't have to be depressed that I can't wear any of my clothes. I'm not that swollen, and when you look at me, it's just like, wow, you're swollen? I wonder what it's gonna look like when you're not swollen, and that's what I'm excited for. I wonder what I'll look like when I'm not swollen. So I want to show you guys what I've been putting on my scar and my stomach and the stretch mark, heck, and my thighs and my booty. Why not? I got stretch marks everywhere because I got the hips and thighs and booty, so whatever. So I picked up 2 products. The first one you saw in my haul video before I had the surgery. This is the Bio Oil, and it says it helps improve the appearance of scars, stretch marks, uneven skin, aging skin, and dehydrating skin. You're supposed to use this 2 times a day. I read really good reviews on this, and so this is what it looks like. But yeah, I've read really good reviews on this. I've never, even when I was pregnant with Micah, I was not consistent with putting cocoa butter on my stomach and doing all that stuff, and on my sides or whatever, on my hips, and which I probably could be. So I don't know if products like these actually work. So I am definitely going to use the entire bottle. I spent money on this, so I'm going to use it regardless if it works or not. But it helps soothe the area. I'll definitely say that it helps soothe the area because my binder is a little bit itchy. But a lot of times when I wear my binder, I put it underneath a tank top. This is the second product I purchased. This is by Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula Skin Therapy Oil, and it is formulated to help improve the appearance of scars, stretch marks, dry, damaged skin, uneven skin tone, and aging skin. And this is what it looks like. It has a pump dispenser, which I really like that it has that pump. And this says you should put it on your body or on the area 3 times a day. Now, 3 times a day, I don't know if I'm gonna remember to do that. 2 times, of course, easy. Morning, evening. The 3rd time, I don't know when I'm going to remember to do that, but we'll see how this works too. So I'm using both products together on my stomach, on my thighs, booty, hips, under my booty, wherever I feel like I have uneven skin or stretch marks. So we'll just see how this works out, and I'll let you guys know after a certain period of time if I really feel like this is worth the money. After I got the stitches removed from my belly button, the doctor had to remove some scabs that were there to get to the stitches, so my belly button kind of bled a little bit. So I've been putting gauze on top of it just so it can heal. I do allow it to get air, but just so it can heal properly. So this video I won't be showing my belly button because it's still in the healing process. I'll show a little bit of my scar, the area where it's not has a scab on it. Also, I am able to sleep in my bed. I don't sleep on my stomach yet. I don't know when I'll be able to do that. I am a stomach sleeper and a side sleeper. I do not sleep on my back, but I'm able to sleep on my side. I sleep like kind of in a fetal position. I have blankets, not blankets, I have pillows positioned underneath me, and I sleep comfortably in my bed now. So I'm happy that I'm out of the recliner. So let's get into this binder. All right, you guys, so this is the binder that I'm supposed to wear for 4 weeks. Okay, so I'm primarily in my binder like, let's say 98% of the day since I have not been back to work. The doctor told me that I should wear Spanx. The binder, since it kind of rolls a little bit, which I'm sure you saw that I can wear Spanx for compression. I have a few Spanx, and this one, it goes up underneath your breast. It has those where you can attach them to your bra, but I don't know where those are. And it goes over your thigh. When I tell you, and this is a size medium Spanx, I don't know the strength level because there's Spanx that are more firm than others, and this is the firmest one I have as far as compression goes. Firmest one. I forgot how hard it was to put on a Spanx. I don't care if my waist and stuff is smaller, my thighs ain't. And I was sweating up in here, but once it's on, it's on. And it has a hole where you can go to the bathroom, but no, I just pull it all the way down because I still wear underwear in my Spanx. So it's always good to have compression garments. This is good for any abdominal surgery. This is good for after having a baby. This is good for a C-section. And from my day, what my mom called them, what my grandmother called them, they're called girdles. I know you guys have heard of a girdle. If you haven't, the nice fancy name is Spanx in undergarment, but it's called a girdle. and it's always good. And a lot of times women wear them when they're on their menstrual cycle because it helps with cramping, you know, compression, keeping everything tight. So those are just some other tips. And of course, you can wear Spanx underneath your form-fitting clothes so you look attractive. But you can still wear Spanx under form-fitting clothes and not look attractive because you have the wrong size Spanx on and you look like a sausage. So it's all just like anything else. You have to try it on, see how you look, and be honest with yourself, because you can always look a mess even if you have an undergarment on.
So basically, I just wanted to show you where that is where I had the lipo right there, and you see a few stretch marks, and also that's a lipo scar that's healing. I had two other ones that were on my hips, and so this is how I look in a crop top and shorts. So I still have stretch marks below my belly button, and now this is me sucking in. This is what it looks like when I can suck in and not sucked in. So I'm sucking in, so you see, and not sucked in. Very, very minimal difference with that.
That's really it with this update. I'm really happy with my decision. I've had more positive, of course, than negative feedback. Of course, there's people that tell me, oh, you don't have to do that. You're not that big, or whatever the case may be. Why don't you just go in the gym? But I've been in the gym. I subjected my body to a lot of weight 2 times in my life. And one, I was pregnant. The other time I just ate. And I know that I will not go back to that because I didn't enjoy that. Weight has kind of been an issue, but then not really an issue. I'm happy with my size and my body. And for a while, it wasn't even my stomach. It used to be my hips and my thighs and my butt. When I was a kid, I hated them. They were so huge. I didn't wear shorts until I was an adult because I felt like I just didn't look like everybody else. I was so small up top, but I had all this stuff going on down below. I just didn't feel attractive. But now that's what everybody seems to want, you know. So hey, it works. The plan for me is to start walking and jogging in about 2 weeks, so that'll be 4 weeks, and in 2 weeks more, about 6 to 7 weeks, I'll start adding weights. And the doctor also said, of course, do what you feel comfortable with, don't overdo it. So I won't be doing anything dramatic or anything like that, but come August, September, I will be more consistent with my exercising. I would like to tone and firm my legs, lift my booty, everything that everybody else wants to do. So I'm going to try and be consistent with that. I go back to school in August so I can pursue my bachelor's degree. So I got a lot of stuff going on, and I'm happy I have a lot of stuff going on. So this is just a 2-week update. I'm glad that you guys kept along with me, and everyone has been so supportive. People sharing their own stories, and it's funny that there's so many people that have done these type of things and you would never know it. I mean, you don't have to put your personal business out there, but my thing is, whatever you want to do to satisfy yourself, go ahead and do it, especially if you're a grown person, male or female. Go ahead and do it. If it's not going to put you in a compromising situation as far as finances, go ahead and do it. I know some people finance their surgeries. That's something I didn't want to do because, I mean, I just bought a new car, so I don't want, you know, I just don't want bills on top of bills on top of bills. But if that's something you do, hey, so be it. If it's available, do it. If you keep up on your payments, not a problem. And it's no regrets. Always, of course, do your research on whoever you select for whatever surgery it is. Read reviews on realself.com. Investigate the surgeon, the doctor, whomever, investigate them on your state medical board websites so that you can find out if there were malpractice suits against that surgeon or their practice. You can find out everything. I did all of that. This has taken years of doing. I thought I wanted a breast augmentation about 6-7 years ago. That's what I wanted to do. And then I thought to myself, I don't really want no titties. So I didn't go through with that. I actually went to a consultation and everything, and I didn't go through with that. Because that's not really what I wanted. Even though sometimes I wish I had bigger boobs. But anyway. So this is something that I've been fighting. And I've lost weight, gained weight, lost weight, gained weight, maintained for the last 6 or 7 years, and I fluctuate here and there, which is not that big of a deal, but I definitely have not gone back to 50 pounds plus what I was. My current weight is 166 pounds, and I am on my menstrual cycle, so it could be off, like lower than that, and I'm happy with that weight. I'm happy with that. If I can get down to 160 even, I'd be even happier, but you know, it's not always about the scale. It's just how you look and how you feel. Some people might feel like, oh, you could have worked that off in the gym. Guess what? I didn't. I paid for it, and I'm happy with my decision, and I will stick to it. I would totally do this over again. Well, not over again. That's not the word. Not really over again, but I have no regrets on my choice. I'm so happy that I did it. I fought with myself. I was scared. I wasn't sure. But I will say, I will never, and I promise you guys this, I will never do an elective surgery again because of how much stress I put myself in prior to the surgery. I had so much fear of not waking up, just so much fear. It was ridiculous. So I would never put myself in an elective surgery. I really highly, highly, highly doubt that. But if there's something that I have to do for my life, yes, I'll do it. But other than elective, I just couldn't do it. But I am blessed. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy that I did it. I have absolutely no regrets, none whatsoever, and I'm very happy that I did it, and I'm happy to share my story with you guys because this is definitely a big step for me. I see myself in the mirror and I'm like, wow, that's me. And I am nowhere near perfect. I am not trying to become perfect. Because, I mean, as you can see me right now, I have no makeup on. I mean, I have my eyebrows on. I have no makeup on, and, you know, I look a little tired, but I'm not because it's early in the morning. And, you know, I have stretch marks. I have blotchy skin on my body. My boobs don't sit up anymore. They're not perky. You know, I have huge thighs. I have ham hocks, you know. So I am not perfect, and nor am I trying to be. I'm just trying to be the best me that I can be inside out, and that's what I ask for you guys to be too. I'll probably have another video just explaining how I feel since I've been back to work, and that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and please check me out soon on my next video. Peace.